few short weeks. Now, not everybody is cut out to play an instrument, we know that. It takes physical and mental work that's unique to the instrument. It also takes time to practice while learning the instrument. Each of the musicians here tonight have demonstrated their ability and desire and have earned membership through their audition into the School of the Arts Middle School Band. Now they're going to demonstrate what's been learned up to this point in their brief but successful musical careers. Now, at first, after learning just how to take the instruments out of their cases and putting them together, they finally got to do what they've been wanting to do for a long time. They got to produce their first sound on their instruments. So it sounded something like this. I'm glad Ms. Reed does the middle school band. It was obvious there were some challenges facing them for the next few days while they figured this out. But as the days moved on, the lessons became quite eventful. Ms. Reed patiently worked with the band until they could produce their first note the right way. And now they sound like this. Oh, much better. Now that's a lot better, but they still need a little work before they could get ready for tonight's performance. So producing that first note allowed them to proceed to the first few lessons where they learned to count while they're playing. And this is necessary in order for a band of musicians to play together. And then they added a different rhythm or beat to those first few notes, and it started to take on a new sound. You're going to go out whistling at the end of the night, so you still got some work to do. But now they added a couple of notes, and now they discovered they could start playing some recognizable tunes. In fact, you probably recognize them yourselves. And this might have been the moment at home when you could tell for the first time that maybe this is going to work out. And this is what they sounded like at school that day. We don't want to bore you with all the mechanics and intricacies of the next few band classes, but as the band members began to complete their lessons, everyone was convinced that this was going to be one of the best beginning bands at SOA ever. And here is one of their favorite pieces. Now, time doesn't permit us to have every student perform individually tonight, otherwise some of us won't get to watch the football. So we've asked a few volunteers to play solos or duets as we go along. So we're going to hear from some individuals and some teams tonight. So our first performer, we're going to hear from Gabriella, who's going to play Love Somebody on the clarinet. Gabriella, come on up. Now Caitlin's going to play the same tune, Love Somebody, on the trombone. Here comes Caitlin. Love Somebody on the flute. Next, Cecilia is going to perform Love Somebody on the xylophone. So she's got her crew moving her stuff up there. Cecilia, just want you to know you get to take that home tonight. We'll be out room in that car. Just kidding. Now we're going to change tunes, but we're going to have some more soloists. Matoi is now going to come up and play Orally on the flute. There's Matoi. Now Maria will play Orally on the French horn. Nick is now going to play Orally on the trumpet. Here comes Nick. we're going to have some duets. So now we're going to, Max and Juna are going to perform Lightly Rode as a trumpet duet. Abigail and Emily are going to do Lightly Rode on a xylophone and a clarinet. Here comes the crew again. John and Roman will play Lightly Rode on the alto saxophone and the baritone saxophone. We could do this all night. Every kid up here is perfectly willing to get up and play. But we're going to go on now and bring some other things back together here. So, and as you can see, the band has come a long way since they prepared those first sounds, like that first night, the first piece you heard. And they've worked very hard to be able to prepare this first performance in such a short time. It's really remarkable how far they've come in such a short time. This has certainly been an exciting evening for all of us, parents and teachers and kids especially up here, and we're glad you're here. Support at home is vital if your child is going to continue to grow at this fast rate. Your interest makes all the difference in the world. They start off with those squeaks and squawks, and all of a sudden, if you were listening to the recordings that were being played in the PA system, that's the high school jazz band. That's not professionals, that's the high school kids. They start here with Miss Rita. Those two sax players, I'm looking for them now in a couple of rows. Okay, so, all right. So just remember, when you think a few years down the road. Oh yeah, I remember that first concert. By the way, our next concert is coming up on December the 3rd here in the theater. And please mark that date. It's Thursday, December the 3rd. Mark the date. It's going to be a big Christmas extravaganza here for the band program. And now we're going to present the last selection for the whole beginner band, When the Saints Go Marching In.
Back to 20%.
No, we're really pleased and gratified with the accomplishments of these kids tonight. They've done a tremendous job, and we're looking forward to bigger and better things as they continue their time here at the School of the Arts. And we want to thank all of you for your support of the kids and for the support of the band program. It's you can see what a great group of kids. We're very grateful that you loan your children to us to work with them every day here. It's a pleasure and a privilege to teach when you have kids with that much fun and enthusiasm. Now stay in your seats. We're going to change bands real quick, and we're going to have some information from the band boosters, some stuff about upcoming events and other things we want to get out to you while we're changing bands. So hold tight. We'll be right back in just a couple of minutes, okay? And Sept band.
Go ahead. Bring up house lights. There you go. All right.